morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you are in good news and healthy. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Esther Gitri. You can call me Esther. Today, I will get you to visit several places in Jakarta. So if you have any questions, you can ask me and I hope you can enjoy this tour. The tour will start at 8:30 a.m. and will return to 60 Vocational High School at 3 p.m. Today, I will guide you to visit several places in Jakarta, including the Museum of Textile and the National Museum of Indonesia. We will start our tour soon, so ladies and gentlemen, please enter the bus immediately, be careful, and watch your step. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to our first destination, the Museum of Textile. To get to the Museum of Textile from 60 Vocational High School, we will head east on Duri Raya Street to Gang Musola. Turn right onto Kebun Raya Street, turn right onto Duri Kepa Raya Street, turn left onto Arjuna Utara Street, turn left to stay on Arjuna Utara Street, turn left to Tanjung Duren Selatan Street, turn left onto Tanjung Duren Raya Street, slide left, make a U-turn at Taman Bunga 1 Street, slide left onto Jati Baru Raya Street, continue straight to stay on Jati Baru Raya Street, turn left onto KS Tubun Street, and now we are arrived at the Museum of Textile. The Museum of Textile building was constructed in the early 19th century. Initially, it was a private house of a Frenchman. The building was later sold to Abdul Aziz Al-Musawi Al-Musakadim, a Turkish consul for Batavia. In 1942, the building was sold again to Karel Christian Group. The building had been used as the headquarters of Barisan Keamanan Rakyat, or Front of People's Safety, during the struggle for independence period. In 1947, it was owned by Lies Sionpin, who ran it to the Department of Social Affairs, which modified it into an institution for elderly people. Afterwards, the building was handed over to the city's government. On July 28, 1976, it was inaugurated as the Textile Museum by Madam Tian Soeharto. The Museum of Textile exhibits many kinds of Indonesian traditional weaving such as Javanese batik, Batak ulos, and ikat. There are also displays of the traditional weaving instruments and equipment for textile production. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we will continue our tour. We will go to our second destination, the Indonesian National Museum. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enter the bus immediately. Be careful and watch your step. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to our second destination, the National Museum of Indonesia. To get to the National Museum of Indonesia from Museum of Textile, we will head east on KS Tabun Street toward Jati Baru Inspeksi Banjir Kanal Barat Street. Continue straight onto Jati Baru Raya Street, turn left onto Abdul Muiz Street, turn right onto Budi Kemuliaan Street. At the roundabout, take the first exit onto Medan Merdeka Street. Turn left and now we are arrived at the National Museum of Indonesia. The forerunner of this museum was born in 1778, precisely on April 24, at the time of the formation of the Batavia's Genootschapppen van Kunsten and Wetenschappen. JCM Redermacher, chairman of the association, donated a building located on Jalan Kali Besar along with a collection of books and cultural objects which later became the basis for the establishment of the museum. During the British rule, in 1811 until 1816, Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles, who was also the director of Batavia's Genootschap van Kunsten and Wetenschappen, ordered the construction of a new building located in Jalan Majapahit No. 3. This building is used as a museum and meeting room for the Literary Society. The location of this building is now part of the State Secretariat Complex in 1862. After the collection filled the museum on Jalan Majapahit, the Dutch East Indies government erected a building which is still inhabited today. The museum building was opened to the public in 1868. After the independence of Indonesia, the Indonesian Cultural Institute, which managed the museum, handed over to the government of the Republic of Indonesia on September 17, 1962. Since then, the management of the museum has been carried out by the Directorate General of Culture, under the Ministry of Education and Culture. Starting in 2005, the National Museum is under the management of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism in connection with the transfer of the Directorate General of Culture to the Ministry. The National Museum is also known as the Elephant Museum because it was presented with a bronze elephant statue by King Chulalongkorn of Thailand in 1871. which was then installed in the front yard of the museum. However, since May 28, 1979, the official name of this institution is the National Museum of the Republic of Indonesia. The museum has a collection of 61,600 prehistoric and anthropological artifacts and 5,000 archaeological artifacts from all over Indonesia and Asia. The museum collection is among the richest, the most complete, and the best of its kind in Indonesia and one of the finest in Southeast Asia. The museum acquired its collection through many ways. Among other were through scientific expeditions, excavations of archaeological sites, acquisitions of private collections, gifts from distinguished patrons, objects donated by religious missions, and also treasures acquired from a number of Dutch East Indies military campaigns against indigenous kingdoms and polities in the archipelago. Treasures, among others from Java, Aceh, Lombok, and Bali, acquired through the Dutch colonial military expeditions, also made to the collection of Batavian Society and Leiden Museum, and today inherited by the National Museum. The museum has comprehensive collections of stone statues of classical Hindu-Buddhist period of ancient Java and Sumatra, a kaleidoscope of highly diverse collection of Indonesian ethnography artifacts as well as quite extensive collection of Asian ceramics. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now our tour has finished at the last destination. It's time for us to return to 60 Vocational High School, so ladies and gentlemen, please get into the bus immediately, be careful and watch your steps. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have arrived at 60 Vocational High School, and our tour today is over. Thank you for trusting us to guide you. We apologize if there's any inconvenience. I hope you do enjoy the tour and it's very nice to meet you. See you on the next tour.